All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome in to Jammin' Sports. We're on an hour late today. I forgot we had a fair banquet tonight, and I didn't realize that until late this morning that we had a fair banquet. So we're just doing one game tonight. We're on an hour late here at kickoff. Here will be at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be kicking off week number 13 of our current sim season. We finally get into the month of December, and as luck would have it, we will also have our first snow game of the season. It'll be the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. Now, before we get to this game, I came on a few minutes early here. I want to go over the standings right now, not with our player standings. I want to go over the standings in both the AFC and NFC with 4 weeks to go. Let's take a look at the AFC East, where we stack up right now. Pittsburgh is the number one seed at the moment. They're the AFC Central champions. They've already clinched their division. They have a 10-2 record. The Miami Dolphins have clinched the AFC East already with a 9-3 record, one game behind Pittsburgh. So if the playoffs were to start today, the Steelers would be the 1 seed, the Dolphins would be the 2 seed. The Seattle Seahawks, they have not clinched their division yet. They have a 1-game lead over the Raiders and Chargers. The Seahawks sit at 8-4 atop the AFC West. Now the Seahawks, by virtue of the Broncos losing and Kansas City losing this week, the Seahawks have clinched at least a wild card. The Seahawks are in the playoffs. And if the playoffs started today, Seattle would be the 3 seed at 8-4. The number 1 wild card right now is the Oakland Raiders. They sit at 7-5. They'd be the number 4 seed. The Chargers also 7-5. The Raiders have the tiebreaker at the moment. They would be the 5 seed. And the Kansas City Chiefs sit at 6-6, and they would be the final wild card, the number 6 seed. Now we have 3 teams, 1 game behind the Chiefs on the outside looking in, and that's Buffalo, the New York Jets, and Indianapolis. They all sit at 5-7. And with 4 weeks to go, anything can happen. And we have the Buffalo Bills playing here tonight. That's the AFC. NFC, the picture is a bit more convoluted. Right now in the NFC, only 1 team has clinched a playoff spot, and that's the Los Angeles Rams. They've also clinched the AFC or NFC West. They have an 11-1 record, the best record in the league. That'd be the 1 seed, obviously. If the playoffs started today, the Green Bay Packers sitting at 8-4 with the tiebreaker over the Lions would be the NFC Central champions. They'd be the number 2 seed. And the Washington Redskins, currently leading the NFC East with a 7-5 record, they would be the 3 seed. Detroit would be the first wild card. They sit at 8-4. The New York Giants would be the 5 seed wild card at 6-6. The Minnesota Vikings would be a wild card, the number 6 seed, also at 6-6. The Giants have a tiebreaker right now over the Vikings. And we have 2 other teams at 6-6 that are on the outside looking in at the moment on the tiebreaker side of the house. To be Philadelphia and the Saints. They are also 6-6. So the NFC a lot tighter than the NFC, but into our final 4 weeks of the regular season here, things will start shaking themselves out. Now, tonight's game, the Falcons and the Bills. If the Falcons lose, they are done. They would be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. The Falcons have to win out and get some help. Buffalo, they would not be eliminated, but they would be very darn close to being eliminated if they lose this game. All right, let's take a look at the standings with our players now. Misty is 69-66, 3 games over 500. Misty's taking the Bills. Gracie sits at 68-68. She's right at 500. She's taking the Bills as well. Evil Dead is now 86-72. Let's do the math. That puts him at 14 games over 500. We don't know who he's picking yet. Kick Uncle, he was not here the other night. He's 16-21, 5 games under. Penaghetti is 14-18, 4 games under. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head out to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York for this one. It'll be the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills interconference matchup in the snow here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. In the snow, it's the Falcons and the Bills. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. Penn and Getty is taking the Falcons in this one. Rasputin wants the Bills in this one. And let's see who Evil Dead takes. Evil Dead wants the Bills. And Buffalo will kick off or underway. Live from Orchard Park, New York. Kickoff goes to Edwards at the 1-yard line for Atlanta. And Edwards brings it out to the 27-yard line. First down, Falcons. James Edwards, the 7th-year receiver out of Cincinnati. Starting quarterback, Thomas Green, the 4th-year quarterback out of Notre Dame. Just one game tonight. We're on an hour late tonight. I had a banquet to go to and got done early. Misty got a door prize. She got herself a nice thermos. First and 10 from the 27-yard line for Atlanta. Yep, they're looking sharp. Old school, man. I'm going to get a shirt. Green under center, first and 10. Green looking, throws, it's intercepted by John Henderson for the Bills. Come the other way. On the first play from scrimmage, the Falcons turn it over. And Henderson, the veteran linebacker in his 10th year out of Penn State, picks it off. And Buffalo's going to have it first and 10 from the 26-yard line. Good start indeed, Penn and Getty says. We'll be back to our doubleheaders tomorrow and the rest of the week. Tuesday through Friday, we'll have doubleheaders. I got nothing else going on during the week once I get home from work. First and 10, Buffalo from the 26-yard line. Kicking off week 13 here with our Thursday night game. Mason Cross, the quarterback, in his 4th year out of Vanderbilt. Cross looking. Cross throws near side, caught by Jenkins. Jenkins picks up 2 to the 24-yard line. Keenan Jenkins, the rookie tight end out of San Jose State. Coming up to make the tackle, number 92, the defensive end Marcus Noble, the rookie out of Auburn. I had a pretty good day and went to Nashville today with my boss. We had to pick up the CMA tickets. Got a chance to check out the new stadium. It's about 80% done. It is freaking huge. On 2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line. Cross in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Cross hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson out to the 14-yard line. A gain of 10. The 3rd year back out of Ohio State. And that'll be a Buffalo first down. This football stadium, it's located right next to Nissan Stadium in downtown Nashville. I mean, it's right up against the stadium. There's about room for a car between the two stadiums. It is huge. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Cross in the shotgun.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Henderson in motion now, empty backfield. Cross looking, throws quickly, caught by David Scott to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle, Stephen McKenzie, the safety, in his 6th year out of Penn State. This stadium is so huge. The football part of the stadium's in the middle. All right? A full football stadium. But on the north side of the building, adjacent to the football, under the same roof, is a basketball arena And on the southern end of the stadium, adjacent to the football field, is a full concert hall. I mean, the thing is huge. 2nd and 7 from the 11-yard line. Cross under center. Cross hands off to Henderson. Henderson fumbles, and the Falcons get it back. I think. Nope, an offensive lineman. No, the Falcons got it. My bad. Henderson fumbles it away, and Atlanta gets the ball back. Now, was Henderson down? He may have been down. Let's take a closer look at this. He got nailed by Troy Carson. I think the ball didn't come out until he hit the ground. This may be Buffalo ball. They're going to review this, I'm sure, as Thomas Green comes back out to lead the Falcon offense. Will we get a booth review? No review. It's going to stand. So both teams have turned it over once, and now the Falcons get it 1st and 10 from their own 9. Green fakes the handoff, throws, and is picked off. He's consistent. Dion Hardy picks it off for the Bills and brings it back to the 20-yard line. Thomas Green has thrown 2 passes. He's completed both, but to the team with the blue jerseys. His quarterback ratings in the toilet already, and the Bills get it right back. This has been a sloppy first couple of minutes of this game. Petty Getty's beside himself. 1st and 10 for the Bills at the Atlanta 20-yard line. Yep, 2 monster teams going at it. They put it on Thursday Night Football where nobody watches. Cross in the shotgun with a back on either side. Cross looking, throws underneath to David Scott. Picks up a yard to the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. On the tackle, number 74, Sean Benjamin. 10th year defensive tackle out of Boston College. 2nd and 9 for Buffalo at the Atlanta 19-yard line. Got Evil Dead, Penn and Getty, and Rasputin in the house. Yeah, shades of T.L. Dick. If Atlanta loses, they are mathematically eliminated from postseason play. Cross on the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Collins in motion. Cross looking. Throws near side. Caught by David Scott out of bounds at the 17. A 2-yard gain. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7 as he goes out of bounds. Stormtrooper here as well. Okay. I didn't see him come in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Stormtrooper. 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line. Bills come out 4 wide, single back. Cross, drops back. Throws down the middle, caught by Scott, but he's going to be short of the first down. He picks up 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. And Buffalo will have to kick a field goal. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt by Drew Lyons, the 2nd-year kicker out of Virginia. So Drew Lyons from 30 yards to get the Bills on the board first. Kick is up, and it's good. Buffalo leads it 3-0. 4:56 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 13, our Thursday night game to kick off the week in the snow in Buffalo here at Jammin' Sports. Our first snow game of the season. There's Storm Taker. How you doing, Storm? Welcome on in. We're in the first quarter between the Falcons and the Bills. The Falcons at 4-8, Bills at 5-7. Both teams in a must-win situation. There's the kickoff. From the goal line, Edwards brings it back out over the 15-20. And James Edwards out to the 23-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will take over. Down 3-0. 4:52 left in the first quarter. It's Thomas Green. Look at those stats. 0 for 2 with 2 picks. He's not off to the best start. Watch him throw a third. I'd laugh. Maybe his hands are cold. I don't know. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. They come out 4 wide. Green under center.
Here we go.
Green hands off to Leroy Charles. And Leroy Charles out to the 19. A loss of 4 yards. Use the dome. Mason Cobb on the tackle, the 3rd-year linebacker at USC. Boy, the Falcons are just on fire. After 3 plays, 2 picks, and minus 4 yards rushing. Great to hear it there, Storm Taker. 2nd and 14 for the Falcons. Green under center. Green hands off to Charles again, and he gets taken down for 2 more yards of a loss. It'll be 3rd and 16. Roberts on the tackle. Oscar Roberts, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Penn State. Leroy Charles, the 2nd-year back out of Michigan. Yeah, the Falcons, they're looking like world beaters, don't they? They're making Buffalo look like the 85 Bears. 3rd and 16 from the 17-yard line. Green looking. Green steps up, and Green breaks a tackle, and Green throws. Caught by Charles, who runs the wrong way and gets out to the 19-yard line. A 2-yard gain. Well shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 14 as Brian McAllister makes the tackle in his 9th year out of USC. It'll be 4th and 14. The Falcons have minus 4 yards of total offense. They've thrown 2 picks. And now Andrew Jamison would punt it away instead of turning it over. Jamison gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at about the 35-yard line by Alden McGinnis, who brings it out to the 44. Buffalo will have some pretty good field position at their own 44-yard line. Gracie's brought out her K-pop collage with the K-pop Demon Hunters. My camera is focused on the JS right now, or I would show you. Yep, K-pop. 1st and 10 Bills from their own 44-yard line. If you haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters on HBO Max, I recommend it. It's actually pretty good. It's on Netflix, I'm sorry. Cross under center. Hands off, no play action looking, and he's going to get sacked back at the 34-yard line, a loss of 10 yards. On the sack, number 93, Sean Milston, 5th-year defensive end out of Washington. And that'll bring up 2nd and 20. It's actually, people might think it's for kids, but the subject matter of the movie is more PG-13 than you'd think. It has to do with demons and the undead and all. It's really pretty good. It's cute. It's a cute movie, but it has some dark undertones, and it's actually really well done. 2nd and 20. Cross to Henderson, and Travion Henderson gets out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 12. Got most of it back. It'll be 3rd and 8. Tackle made by number, who's that, 91? 31. Tackle made by Delvin Haynes, the second-year defensive back out of Virginia Tech. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Bills, who lead it 3-0. Third and 8 from the 46-yard line. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Cross looking. Cross rolls out, and Cross is going to take off. Mason Cross down the sideline, down to the 36-yard line. Going to be a gain of 18 yards and a first down for the Bills. Mason Cross, the 4th-year quarterback out of Vanderbilt. We're down to 2 minutes left now in the first quarter. Buffalo comes out. Cross in the gun, single back. 1st and 10. Cross looking. Cross throws near side, caught by Henderson. And he's going to lose a yard back to the 37-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, number 26, Bradley Hayes, the second-year defensive back out of Missouri. It'll be 2nd and 11. Now, K-Pop Demon Hunters, it is a musical. I will tell you that much. There's a lot of singing numbers in it. But it goes along with the plot. But it's not kiddie stuff. Let's just put it that way. 2nd and 11 from the 37-yard line. Cross in the gun. And somebody jumped. I think somebody on the Falcons may have jumped.
Encroachment, defense.
I mean, the movie won an Academy Award for Best Original Song and Best Animated Feature. So, it's a good movie. We're talking about K-Pop Demon Hunters. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie. There you go. So you got 2 to worry about now. After the penalty, be 2nd and 6. She gave a thumbs up at the Falcon 32-yard line. Cross in the gun. Rasputin says hi. Henderson. Hands off. Well, actually, Henderson carries to the 29-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 9. Benjamin came up, made the tackle for the Falcons. That's Sean Benjamin, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of Boston College. What? Misty says you forgot to say hi to somebody. 3rd and 2 from the 29. Cross under center. Cross to Cooley this time. Trey Cooley around the outside gets the first down to the 22-yard line, a gain of 7. First down, Buffalo. Now they're all saying Guru. Trey Cooley, the 4th-year back out of Georgia Tech. First down, Buffalo at the Atlanta 22-yard line. As bad as the Falcons have been playing, they're only down 3-0. But Buffalo's on the move again. Trey Butt. .40 seconds left to play. Clock is moving here in the first quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross under center. 1st and 10. Cross. Fakes the handoff. Throws deep and incomplete. He was looking for Isaac Collins, the 2nd-year receiver out of Virginia. Oh, okay. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 27 seconds left. Here in the first quarter. Buffalo comes out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross under center. Cross hands off to Trey Cooley again. He gets hit in the backfield. Loss of a yard. On the tackle that time was number 58, the linebacker Tyler Boone, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Pittsburgh. Well, these two teams are tearing it up, aren't they? Will they get the playoff in time? They might. Be 3rd and 11. As the first quarter is winding down. They do not. at the end of one. Bills lead it 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. We go to the second quarter. Our kickoff game for Week 13. Buffalo leads the Falcons 3-0. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Bills at the Falcon 23-yard line. Bills lead it 3-0. The Falcons facing elimination at 4-8. Buffalo at 5-7, not much better. Both teams needing to win here tonight. Cross in the shotgun on 3rd down. Cross looking. Throws outside. Caught by Henderson. A pickup of 2 yards out to the 21, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tyler Boone, the linebacker, again on the tackle for the Falcons. And Buffalo will be forced to kick another field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt by Drew Lyons. Lyons, the former Lions kicker. He spent his rookie year with Detroit. Only played there for a season. Now Lyons from 38 yards. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. And the Bills lead it 6-0. 7:28 left here in the first half. Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 13. Our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. All right, let's take a look at Week 14 next week. Who do they play? The Bills will host the Dolphins next week. And the Falcons will be at the Rams. Good luck with that one. Rams tearing it up at 11-1, the best record in the league. By the way, our Sunday night game this week will be the Raiders and the Eagles. 2 teams fighting for playoff spots. That's the game we flexed out. Should be a good one. And now the kickoff by Lyons. He'll kick off from the 4-yard line. Haskell brings it back out over the 20, 25. And John Haskell, the rookie out of Central Michigan, out to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will have it, 1st and 10, down 6-0. 7:24 left in the first half. We went to Nashville. We got our CMA passes. We got to take a look at the new stadium, which is, like I said, freaking huge. We really couldn't go into Nashville and do much because almost all of it's blocked out downtown before the CMA Fest, which starts later this week. They're setting up tents and stuff. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Green under center. Green, play action, rolls out. Green looking, throws deep on the sideline. Taylor, but he's caught in bounds. A 23-yard catch by Kyler Taylor, the 6th-year tight end out of Colorado State. And on the way back home, we stopped at the cemetery just outside of Nashville, where Charlie Daniels was laid to rest 6 years ago. Charlie Daniels, a good friend of Dennis and mine. Dennis is my boss at the station. We hated it when he passed away. He visited the station a lot, so we stopped by his grave on the way home. Charles on 1st and 10. The Royal Charles gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. I sent Evil Dead pictures of his grave. It's a very beautiful cemetery on the outskirts of Nashville. He has a very nice, it's a large grave site, but it's really kind of simple, but it looks good. We paid our respects and then went home. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons at their own 48-yard line. 4 wide, Green under center.
Let's go.
Green, they pitch to Charles around the outside. Laurel Charles makes his way to the 49. That'll be a gain of 3 into Buffalo territory, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. James Carillon on the tackle, the second-year defensive back out of Florida. We're coming up on 6 minutes left in the half. Bills lead it 6-0. 3rd and 7. Falcons come out in the I formation. Green under center. Green. Draw play to Charles, but no gain. The Bills are right there. Mason Cobb, the linebacker, on the tackle, and that'll bring up 4th down. And back to punt will be Andrew Jamison. Incredible 3rd down call. Well, that's why they're 4-8. Jamison gets the punt away. Oh boy, shanked that one. That's a 16-yard punt, goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And Buffalo will take over. All right, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we'll have our standard doubleheader for you. And tomorrow night, it'll be New England at the New York Jets, and that'll be followed by the 49ers at the Ravens. That's our doubleheader tomorrow night. 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. 7 Central? I don't know what I said. 5 on the West Coast. I can't talk tonight. I don't know what I've been drinking. We had a good meal at the fair banquet. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cross looking, throws deep, caught by Crawford, and Tyson Crawford out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 17 yards. And that'll be a Buffalo 1st down. 4th-year receiver out of Penn State. So Evil Dead tomorrow night gets to see his Jets in the first game against the Patriots. And if the Patriots lose that game tomorrow, they are eliminated. The Patriots are also 4-8 on the season. Craig Campbell came up for the Falcons, made the tackle, the former Raven. The 7th-year defensive back out of North Carolina. 1st and 10 Buffalo at midfield. Cross, back to throw. Looking. He's got time. He's going to take off. And Cross picks up the 1st down. Look at this. And he fumbles. But it's recovered by Buffalo. Boy, he got lucky there. All the way down to the 23-yard line, a 27-yard gain. It was McKenzie who forced the fumble. But fortunately for Buffalo, number 85, Isaac Collins, was trailing the play and jumps on the football. These guys are handling the football like they have frostbite. They can't hold on. 1st and 10 for the Bills at the Falcon 23-yard line. Buffalo comes out 5 wide, empty backfield. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking, throws, caught by Scott. And David Scott down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 to be 2nd and 5. David Scott, the tight end, in his 10th year out of Texas. All 10 years with Buffalo. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 18-yard line. Bills come out 4 wide. Cross on the shotgun. Cross looking. Throws deep and throws it away through the end zone. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. Tyler Boone was in the area, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd down. 3:57 left in the half. 3rd and 5. 4 wide for Buffalo. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws. Caught. Jenkins. Touchdown. Buffalo. Keenan Jenkins, the rookie tight end out of San Jose State, with a touchdown reception for the Bills. And they go up 12-0. Troy Carson, the linebacker, was trying to cover him to no avail. Evil Dead likes that. The only person that picked the Falcons was Penn. Kick is up, and it's good. Buffalo leads it 13-0 with 3:53 left to play. Here in the first half. No, your team's winning. Waldo has made a brief appearance, and now he'll go put on his red and white shirt and hide in the crowd somewhere. Waldo's rooting for the Dirty Birds, but they're not playing very well tonight. They're down 13-0, facing elimination from the playoffs. Bills up 13-0 with 3:53 left in the half, and Drew Lyons will kick off for Buffalo. And now the kickoff by Lyons. Fielded at the 5-yard line by John Haskell over the 20, 25. And Haskell fumbles, and Buffalo picks it up. He can get up. Waters to the 18-yard line. Wow. When things are going bad, they're going bad. James Waters, the second-year defensive back out of Akron on the special teams. That ball's clearly out. He got blown up by Leon Seals on the special teams. Fumbles the ball, and now Buffalo has it at the Falcon 18-yard line. You watch this game, you wonder how the Falcons have won 4 games this season. Penn, goodbye. 1st and 10. Buffalo can make this a 3-possession game if they get a touchdown. Henderson in motion. Cross, drops back, throws underneath, caught by David Scott. Gets a little bit, gets a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 17. Tackle made by J.T. Culliver, 4th-year defensive tackle out of Florida State. 2nd and 9 from the 17-yard line. The Falcons are lucky they're not already down by 3 scores, to be honest with you. That's right. Well, we're in week 13 of the schedule, the first weekend of December, and we're in Buffalo, so it does snow that early. Cross to Henderson, and Henderson back to the line of scrimmage. What, Missy? I'm sorry? Misty says the snow games are her favorite. 3rd and 9 from the 17 for the Bills. They come out 3 to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws near side. Henderson runs out of bounds. A 3-yard gain. His momentum took him out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Buffalo once again will have to kick a field goal. It'll put him up by 16, though. Drew Lyons will come on. This will be a 31-yard field goal attempt. Lyons getting a workout here in the first half. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Buffalo leads it 16-0. 2:35 left in the first half. Here at Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York, Week 13. Our Thursday night game to start the week here at Jammin' Sports. Tomorrow night, Patriots at Jets and 49ers at Ravens. That's our doubleheader tomorrow night. 8 o'clock Eastern time. 5 on the West Coast. Somebody let Rasputin know. 5 on the West Coast. Right now on the West Coast, it's 6:35. Drew Lyons will kick off. From the 2-yard line, John Haskell over the 20, 25. Haskell brings it out to the 29-yard line. If you're in Hawaii, it will start at 2 in the afternoon. We haven't gotten anybody from Hawaii that I know of yet. Now that would be a sucky time zone to try to do this in if I lived in Hawaii. By the time I came on at 7 o'clock, my time, let's see, it would be 10. It would be 1 in the morning on the East Coast. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Green under center. Green fakes the handoff, throws, gets it out to Stewart. And Damian Stewart out to the 32. A gain of 3, be 2nd and 7. Yeah. Absolutely. What time? Time to get a watch. Well, I honestly believe that's why I don't get a whole lot of West Coasters watching me regular, because of the time difference. It's still in the late afternoon out west when I come on. 2nd and 7 from the 32-yard line. Green looking. Green throws, and Chapman can't hold on. Broken up by John Henderson, the linebacker. Denard Chapman, the tight end, the 4th-year tight end out of Brown, the former Raven, couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 32-yard line. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Probably after this play. 4 wide. Green in the gun. Green looking. Green in trouble. Breaks the tackle, and Green is going to take off and slides at the 39 as we hit the 2-minute warning. Bills up 16-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Stud Loverboy has joined us coming out of the 2-minute warning here at Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Bills lead the Falcons 16-0. Falcons have it 4th and inches at their own 39-yard line. Stud Loverboy, our favorite resident from Austin, Texas. Welcome in, Stud. 4th and inches. Atlanta will kick off, or punt. I'll get it right. Andrew Jamison, I'm all messed up. From the 12-yard line, Alden McGinnis brings it back out to the 28-yard line. Buffalo still has 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 from their own 28. 1:52 on the clock. Let's see if the Bills can get a score before halftime. Always good to have Stud in the house. His nickname is Stud Muffin. We call him Stud Muffin. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Cross in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Cross looking. Cross throws down the middle and caught by Isaac Collins down to the 43. A gain of 15. First down, Buffalo. They don't call a timeout yet. 1:37 and counting. Let's watch the replay. Isaac Collins in his 2nd year out of Virginia. Making the tackle, number 27, Craig Campbell. 7th year defensive back out of North Carolina. Down to 1:30. Everything's going good, Stud. Hope you're doing well. 4 wide, cross in the gun, 1st and 10. Cross, looking, cross, fires, and deflected at the last second by Brian Stewart, the rookie defensive back out of Arkansas. The intended receiver was Alden McGinnis. And had McGinnis caught that, he would have probably scored. Great play by Stewart. 2nd and 10 for the Bills at their own 43. 1:17 left here in the half. Got a great crowd here tonight on this Monday night. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross in the gun. Cross, looking. Cross, throws, outside, caught by Collins to the 50, a gain of 7. Isaac Collins on the catch will bring up third down, 3rd and 3 from midfield. And will Buffalo, they take a timeout with 1:01 left. You know what? Timeout, Buffalo. I only knew that it was the Spurs and the Knicks in the NBA Finals yesterday. But I found out by accident. Is the series over yet? I'd like to see the Knicks win, long-suffering New York fans. Is that series over yet? I don't even follow NBA basketball anymore because I can't stand to watch it. Everybody takes 8 steps to the hoop. Oh, it starts Wednesday. Okay. It's either dunks or three-pointers. Nobody plays the mid-range game anymore. Nobody plays in the paint anymore. Everyone takes 8 steps to the bucket. No travel. I can't watch it. 3rd and 3 from the 50-yard line. Cross, looking. Cross rolls out. And Cross is going to take off. Mason Cross down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 18. And Buffalo takes a timeout. They have 1 left. 54 seconds left here in the first half. Now give me NBA basketball from the 80s when Michael Jordan was there. Now that was my kind of basketball. I used to love it then. Can't touch anybody now. 1st and 10 for the Bills at the Falcon 32-yard line. 4 wide, cross in the gun, 1st and 10. Cross drops back, looking, throws, caught by Henderson. And Travion Henderson down to the 26-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tackle made by Brian Stewart. Buffalo holding on to that final timeout. 35 seconds left until halftime. 2nd and 4 from the Atlanta 26. We're down to 28 seconds. 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Cross draws back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Alden McGinnis. Down to the 15. A gain of 11. And with 16 seconds left, the Bills take a timeout. Their final timeout of the half. A field goal would make it a 3-possession game. The Falcons have looked absolutely terrible, and that's being kind, here in the first half. On their first 2 plays from scrimmage, they threw a pick. And on their 4th play, they fumbled the ball. 1st and 10 for the 15-yard line. 3 to the near side. Cross in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Cross fakes the handoff. Looking, throws, and he led his receiver too much. Looking for David Scott. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. 12 seconds left. Buffalo can run another play. I'd take a shot at the end zone before conceding the field goal. And they will. The Bills come out. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross. Oh, a draw play to Henderson trying to cross up the Falcons. That's going to cost them a field goal. Got to get up here and spike it. Will they get the spike in time? No. Oh, messed up by the Bills. Can't believe that. Halftime, Buffalo 16, Atlanta nothing here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. We go to the third quarter. Buffalo at 5-7, the Falcons at 4-8. Buffalo leads at 16-0, and the Bills will get the second half kickoff. If Atlanta loses, and that's looking more and more like a certainty the more they play, the Falcons would be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Falcons will kick off. Buffalo will get the third quarter started here from the 1 yard line. Alden McGinnis over the 15-20, and McGinnis out to the 24 yard line, and that's where Buffalo will have it. 1st and 10. 24 degrees with snow. Our first snow game of the season on the first Thursday night of December in Buffalo. It's that lake effect snow coming off of Lake Erie. And what's that? Lake Erie, where Buffalo is? Yeah, Lake Erie. Ontario's up the Niagara River. Yeah, okay. Hey, I know my geography now. 1st and 10 from the 24 yard line. Cross under center. Cross looking, throws, caught by Collins. Collins out to the 35, a gain of 11. And that'll be a Buffalo first down. I don't plan on it, Stud. I was really disappointed in 26. And EA Sports is supposed to unveil a sneak peek at both college football and Madden 27 sometime this week. I think they're going to unveil a sneak peek tomorrow. 26 was such a disappointment. I'm just sticking with 19 and cross on 1st and 10. Cooley gets tackled at the 34, loss of a yard. Next season, we're actually going to be using 18 again. We're going to take a step back and use Madden 18. It's just as good as 19. There's subtle differences, but 18 has the hurry up and all that. So it's not much of a departure. 2nd and 10. Cross, looking, throws, caught by Scott. And David Scott to the 41, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Bills at their own 41. It says on my stats I have 18 days on Madden 26. I'm not sure I follow you there, Stud. 3rd and 3. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws. And caught by Henderson. And Travion Henderson out to the 48 yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Buffalo. I was reading an article. I'm glad you brought that up, Stud. I was reading an article last night. A new gaming model that a lot of these video game companies are going to start using. Oh, yeah. Don't be surprised when these video game companies, it might not be this fall, but next fall, they don't release hard copies anymore. 1st and 10 from the 48 yard line. Cross under center. Cross looking. Cross throws outside. Caught by Scott. Turns upfield. And David Scott out to the 38. Going to be a gain of 14. What the industry is thinking about doing is it's a digital download like we have already. You have the option of digitally downloading it, but it won't be like $80. It'll be a subscription where you pay like $20 a month. So you won't technically own the game anymore. It's a workaround to the problem that they faced in the European Union. 1st and 10, Henderson up the middle. Henderson to the 29. It'll be 2nd and 1. Don't be surprised if it's coming. It's coming. Hard copies. Like when you go to Walmart and you buy a disc. That's a hard copy. You can either buy the disc or digitally download. They're going to do away with the disc altogether and just have you subscribe. And they're going to keep you Second and 1 from the 29. Cross to Henderson around the outside. Henderson picks up the first down to the 25-yard line, gain of 4. I don't like to be crude, but they're going to keep you on the tit, okay? They're going to force you to subscribe every month. And once you don't subscribe, you'll lose everything. That's where it's going. Everything's going to be pay for play now. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Cross in the gun. Cross to Walls. And Walls, Jared Walls, the third-year back out of Tennessee, to the 22-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Stephen McKenzie on the tackle. Now, you'll be able to, like, if you want to, you can subscribe for a whole year or do it monthly, but it's going to be like around $15, $20 a month. There'll probably be an initial cost, like when 28 comes out. Cross on 2nd and 7. Throws, caught by Crawford to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8, and that'll be a Buffalo first down. You know, from the gaming company's standpoint, I can understand why they want to do that, because they won't have to produce physical copies anymore. That costs money. Yes, that's what you're absolutely right, Stud. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words, maybe not this year, but when 2027 rolls around, by September 2027, you're going to see it. First and 10 from the 14. Cross in the gun. Cross. Hands off to Henderson. 2 yards to the 12-yard line. That way, the gaming companies have a steady stream of income off of one game. I mean, it's headed that way. I don't like it at all. On 2nd and 8 from the 12-yard line, Cross under center.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Cross looking. Cross throws, caught by McGinnis. Nope, he couldn't hold on. Incomplete. That was broken up by Hayes. That's Bradley Hayes, the second-year defensive back out of Missouri. 3rd and 8 for Buffalo at the Atlanta 12. Buffalo already up by 2 scores. They can go up by 3 here with any type of score. 3:01 left in the third quarter. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross throws and caught by Crawford. 10 yards to the 2. First and goal, Buffalo. Have the Falcons had the ball this game? The thing is, Stud, I agree with what you're saying, but think of the cost savings to these gaming companies if they don't have to crank out physical copies. If it's all digital, there's no overhead, there's no cost other than producing the game. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Cross under center. Cross to Cooley, and Trey Cooley to the 2-yard line, or 1-yard line, a 1-yard gain. Yeah, plus it's not going to break. The only problem is, the reason I don't like that, basically, essentially, you're renting the game. You're perpetually renting the game. You don't own it at any point. And that's what I don't like. In the I formation, Cross under center, 2nd and goal. Cross to Cooley. Ducks his head, gets in for the touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run by Trey Cooley, the 4th-year back out of Georgia Tech. But, excuse me, Stud, I understand what you're saying. They have Game Pass. But what they want to do, they want to take the Game Pass model and just use it across the board. They know how much potential money they can make. Drew Lyons for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Buffalo leads at 23-0. A 3-possession lead for the Bills. 2 minutes left. And to Evil Dead's point, Buffalo, that was a 6-minute drive. The Falcons have not touched the ball this quarter, and they're finally going to. Mark my words, it's going to happen. Within the next year and a half, it's going to happen. Not this time around, but next time around. The fall of 2027, you watch. And I'll say I told you so. It's another reason to hold on to your physical copies of the older games. They're fleecing their customers. True Lions will kick off from the 4-yard line. Haskell on the return over the 20-25. And John Haskell out to the 31-yard line. I mean, how can you see them not going to that model? They're starting to do that in other areas. Oh, you're answering Walden. 1:55 left in the third quarter. A scintillating game here. Bills up 23-0. The only excitement now is, can Atlanta score? Green in the shotgun. Green hands off to Charles. And Laurel Charles out to the 36, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tackle made by James Carillon. Now the Falcons were a playoff team last season. They were 10-6. They got into the playoffs. They lost in the wild card round to the Packers, but they were in. On 2nd and 5, Green hands off to Charles again. Laurel Charles to the 42-yard line, a gain of 6, and that'll be a Falcon first down. But how quickly the Falcons fell this season. Excuse me. Right now, I have physical copies of 17, 18, and 19. I got rid of 20. It's crap. I got rid of 20 through 24. They're crap. I still have 25. That's a digital copy. 1st and 10. Green looking. Green throws and caught by Chapman. Denard Chapman out to the 48-yard line. They cross midfield. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd in inches. Denard Chapman, the 4th-year tight end out of Brown University, the Ivy Leaguer. Dion Hardy on the tackle for Buffalo. We're down to 41 seconds left. Here in the third quarter, Buffalo up 23-0. Falcons come out four wide. Green under center. Excuse me. Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles pushing forward down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 14 yards. Yeah, she threw them in the garbage after washing them. I still have 26. It's a digital copy, but I can't stand it. Will they get the playoff in time before the end of the quarter? The Falcons come out in the eye, 1st and 10, and they don't. At the end of 3, Bills lead it 23-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Hold on one second. Yeah, the Falcons are finally over midfield. We start the fourth quarter, Buffalo up 23-0. 1st and 10 Atlanta at the Buffalo 34, trying to get back in the game. Green in the shotgun. Green drops back. Green looking, steps up, rolls out, and Green's going to take off. Nobody there. And Thomas Green down to the 11-yard line. There may be a face mask involved there. The way the crowd's reacting.
Personal foul. Face mask. defense.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal line. Dion Hardy. It'll be first and goal at the 6. Now, I will say this. I like the Titans' new uniforms. I hate the organization, but I'm glad they went back to something that at least resembled the Oilers. They do look sharp, I will say that. First and goal from the 6-yard line. It's better than the crap they were wearing for the last 7 seasons. Green under center, first and goal. Green looking. Green throws, and it's knocked down. Aaron Catledge knocks it down. The 5th-year defensive back out of Navy. They were looking for Kyler Taylor. It'll be second and goal. As I said earlier, we were in downtown Nashville earlier today around Nissan Stadium. That's where we had to go to pick up our passes. And they've already got players, pictures on the stadium of the new players and their new uniforms and the logo. It's all over the place. Second and goal from the 6. Green looking. Green throws back in the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Denard Chapman. It'll be third and goal from the 6. Can the Falcons get on the scoreboard? Third and goal from the 6-yard line. 4 wide. Green drops back. Green throws, and it's knocked down once again by Dion Hardy. The intended receiver, Thomas Andrews, the 7th-year receiver out of East Carolina. Fourth and goal from the 6. They're going for it. I'm glad. They're down by 3 touchdowns. They've got to go for it. Green in the shotgun, 4 wide. Fourth and goal from the 6. Green looking. Green looking. Throws. And it's intercepted by James Carillon at the 1-yard line. That is Thomas Green's 3rd pick thrown today. The Falcons come up empty. First and 10, Buffalo at the 1. Carillon in his 2nd year out of Florida. Yeah, he got disoriented there. He got turned around. Excuse me. Now watch the Falcons get a safety. And that be their only score. There you go, Evil Dead. Yep, right in your mind. First and 10 from about the half-yard line. Green in the shotgun. Scott in motion. It's not Green in the shotgun. It was Cross in the shotgun. As he hands off to Henderson out to the 4-yard line. A gain of 3. Make it a gain of 4. It'll be second and 6. Tyler Boone on the tackle, the linebacker. In his 2nd year out of Pittsburgh. Second and 6 from the 4-yard line. Buffalo comes out in the eye. Cross under center. Cross to the up back, Piner. And that's Connor Piner, the fullback, in his 8th year out of Colorado. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 6. As Culliver made the tackle for the Falcons. JT Culliver. 3rd and 6 from the 4-yard line. 4 wide for Buffalo. Cross on the shotgun. Cross looking. Throws. Caught by Collins. And Isaac Collins picks up the first down. 13 yards out to the 17-yard line. First down, Bills. I'm undecided on whether or not I'm going to get the new college game when it comes out. I do enjoy my college football sims, but they're just, they're time consuming. First and 10 in the I formation. Cross hands off to Henderson. And Henderson gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Tackle made by Taylor once again. Actually, the other Taylor, Vince Taylor, the second-year linebacker out of Wyoming. 2nd and 10 for the Bills at their own 17. 5.5 minutes left. I don't see the Falcons coming back at this point. The Bills are going to be 6 and 7. The Falcons are going to be 4 and 9. And the Falcons will be eliminated from postseason play. Cross on 2nd and 10. Hands off to Henderson up the middle. And Travion Henderson to the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 and a bring up 3rd and 5. Stephen McKenzie, the safety, on the tackle. The Falcons will be at the Rams. Yeah, I was going on a limb. Falcons will be at the Rams next week. I see the Rams going to 12 and 1. Cross in the shotgun. Crawford in motion. Cross looking. Cross in trouble, and he's going to get sacked back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. On the sack, Gavin Sperlin, the 12th-year defensive end out of USC, will be 4th down. Buffalo will punt. Cedric Givens back to punt, gets the punt away. From the 34-yard line, John Haskell gets spun down at the 41. I'm telling you, man, all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere. Maybe it's the cold weather. 1st and 10, Falcons now from the 41-yard line. I don't like real football because it's not entertaining. And that's a good point, Waldo. That's why I don't watch the real NFL anymore. I just can't. It's not like it used to be. You can't touch the receivers or the quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 41. Green looking. Green looking. Throws. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Nobody has a decent and consistent running game anymore. Everyone's pass happy. The fullback is almost extinct. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Green in the gun, 2nd and 10. Green looking. Green steps up. Throws outside, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Clock stops, 4:03 left. Man. I was fine all day, and now, about 10 minutes ago, the sinuses just want to drain. 3 to the near side, 3rd and 10. Green in the gun. Green looking. Green fires deep and caught by Miller. That's Zach Miller down to the 36-yard line. 23 yards. The 3rd-year receiver out of Florida. Aaron Catledge on the tackle. NFL is getting more and more rigged. There are several videos from last season that prove it. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green throws and caught. Nope, did not catch. He was out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. Last season, the Browns played at the Raiders in Vegas. And the spread had Cleveland by 3. The over-under was 3. And I think the Browns were leading by 2 late in the game. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Green looking. Green throws. Caught by Edwards. And James Edwards down to the 29-yard line. Late in the 4th quarter, the Browns had the ball at the Raider 30-yard line. They could have tried a 47-yard field goal, but they punted from the Raider 30. Tell me Vegas didn't have a hand in that. 3rd and 3 from the 29-yard line. Green in the gun. Green looking. Green looking. Green is going to take off. And Green gets out to the 13-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And that'll be a Falcon first down. Well, Atlanta may even score here. Trying to avoid the shutout. Bills lead it 23-0. Well, I knew everything would go to crap once professional gambling, or once the leagues all got in bed with gambling. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles to the 12. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Evil Dead, are you being serious or are you just making a joke? 2nd and 9 from the 12-yard line. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here. On 2nd and 9 from the 12. Green to Charles. And Charles to the 12, no gain. 2-minute warning. Bills up 23-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. 2 minutes left. This one's been in the books for a while. The Bills up 23-0. 3rd and 9 for the Falcons at the Buffalo 12-yard line. I was just making sure. I thought maybe you might know something I didn't. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green rolls out. And Green may run for it. He does, and he slides at the 4. It'll be a first down. Oh, it's 4th and inches. They're going for it. Green in the shotgun on 4th down from the Buffalo 4. Green looking. Green throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs as James Carilla knocks it down. And Buffalo will have it going the other way. This game is over. Down 23-0 with 1:38 left. The Falcons are not going to call a timeout. And the Bills will go to 6 and 7. And the Falcons are now officially eliminated from postseason play. As the Bills keep their very slim playoff hopes alive, they need a lot of help, and they have to win out. That moves Buffalo temporarily into 2nd place in the AFC East. Henderson back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. The Bills are now 6 and 7. The Jets are 5 and 7, a half game back. We'll see the Jets tomorrow against the Patriots. That'll be our first game. And then we'll have the 49ers and the Ravens. And that all starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Updating the standings as we speak. Down to less than a minute in the I formation. Cross to Cooley. And Trey Cooley gets outside. Gets the first down. Out to the 23-yard line. One more snap and this one's over. First down, Buffalo. And we'll see you all tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, for a doubleheader. As the Falcons come to Buffalo and put up a goose egg. Nothing remotely good about the Falcons' performance here today. Nothing I can think of. Last few seconds. Cross to Henderson. Down at the 21-yard line. As the final seconds will tick away here in Buffalo. Your final score, the Bills 23, the Falcons nothing. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.